Defend and support those who serve us, often in harm's way, including our police officers, firefighters, emergency medical technicians and paramedics, our city council, and all our city workers. Through election by the people, you have called new and returning city council members to serve in the vocation of governing officials in Commerce City. Bless them and those whose terms are carrying over into the new year with wisdom, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health, and zeal to make good decisions for the common good. Grant that in their deliberations, our city council may always consider the best interests of our community. May they discuss matters with mutual respect, cooperation, and gentleness, and be kindly disposed towards one another. May all that we say and do please you, through Jesus Christ, your Son, our Lord. Amen.
At this time, I'd like to ask council members Amador, Carson, Bullock, and McEldowney to please take their seats on the dais. And then Municipal Court Judge David Juarez will be administering the oath of office to our new and returning council members. The order will be as follows: Mayor Ford, Councilman Teeter, Councilman Diaz, Councilwoman Elliott, and Councilman Douglas. As each of you is called forward to the microphone, your family members are welcome to join you as you take the oath of office. Once you're sworn in, please take your seat on the dais. Family members can return to the audience. And immediately following the meeting, you'll be asked to sign your oath and have an opportunity for photos prior to the reception.
Good evening, I'm David Juarez, the Municipal Court Judge. Technically, before I swear in the new City Council, I'm going to renew my oath, having just been reappointed to be the Municipal Court Judge for Commerce City, so that I do have the authority to swear in everyone else. It's fine, I can do it. I, David Juarez, hereby swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States and of the State of Colorado, and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Commerce City, and I will perform the duties pertaining to Municipal Court Judge for the City of Commerce City for the State of Colorado to the best of my ability. Right. If I could call Mayor Sean Ford to come forward. Congratulations again. If you would face me and raise your right hand. Okay, sure. And repeat after me. I, Sean Ford, hereby swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and of the State of Colorado
and of the State of Colorado
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Commerce
and the
City.
Charter and ordinances of the City of Commerce City.
And I will perform all of the duties pertaining to Mayor of the City of Commerce City
the City of Commerce City
of the State of Colorado
the State of Colorado
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations. I think you can resume your seat. There you go. Councilman Teeter. You're getting these pictures, right? Okay.
Missy, I'd like to introduce you to the judge.
Hi. Right. That's not nice. See how he is? There you go.
I've lived with him my whole life.
If you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and then state your name.
I, Rick Teeter,
Do hereby swear or affirm
do hereby swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution and the
That I
laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and of the State of Colorado
and of the State of Colorado
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Commerce City,
and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Commerce City,
and I will perform all of the duties
and I will perform all the duties
pertaining to councilman
pertaining to councilmen
for the City of Commerce City
for the City of Commerce City,
for the State of Colorado
for the State of Colorado,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
know you didn't. Come on down. Come on down.
And you can now resume your seat. Councilman Diaz. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, then state your name.
I, Paulo Diaz,
Do hereby swear or affirm
do hereby swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
and of the state of Colorado
and of the state of Colorado
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Commerce City,
and the charter and the ordinances of the city of Commerce City,
and that I will perform all of the duties
and that I will perform all of the duties
pertaining to councilman
pertaining to councilman
for the city of Commerce City,
for the city of Commerce City,
for the state of Colorado,
for the state of Colorado,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Councilwoman Elliott. Yes. Congratulations. Okay. I, then state your name,
I, Crystal Elliott,
do hereby swear or affirm
do hereby swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
and of the state of Colorado
and of the state of Colorado
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Commerce City,
and the charter and the ordinances of the city of Commerce City,
and I will perform all of the duties
and I will perform all of the duties
pertaining to councilwoman
pertaining to councilwoman
for the city of Commerce City,
for the city of Commerce City,
for the state of Colorado,
for the state of Colorado,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. And Councilman Douglas. Congratulations again.
I'm still missing three of them. Youngest daughter, Mackenzie, oldest son, Derek, and the oldest daughter, Brittany.
Come on. You all set? I, and then state your name,
I, Steve Douglas,
do hereby swear or affirm
hereby swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution and the laws of the United States
the laws of the United States
and of the state of Colorado
and the state of Colorado,
and the charter and ordinances of the city of Commerce City,
and the charter and ordinance of Commerce City,
and I will perform all of the duties
and perform all the duties
pertaining to councilman
pertaining to councilman
for the city of Commerce City,
for the city of Commerce City,
for the state of Colorado,
for the state of Colorado,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. And Mr. Mayor, I'll turn things back over to you. And congratulations again.
Thank you, Judge Juarez. All right, move into, I have an opportunity here to allow the council members to make some comments. I'd like to go first. I know we have some of the folks that ran for office that didn't make it, that didn't get enough votes. I want to make sure that we recognize their efforts to serve on this council. I know Mr. Scanlon's here in the audience, and I couldn't come up here and take this seat without recognizing the efforts of all of the candidates, not just those who have won this election. Stay involved with the community and continue to pursue endeavors that you can help your community. I think that that's outstanding for all of our candidates that ran, because they all had a desire to help serve this community. And I will tell you, there are also ways that they can continue to serve this community through different boards and commissions that they can get on and continue to put forth effort. The last thing I want to see is candidates get discouraged because they lost an election and not see them again for 4 years. We've had that happen. I prefer that those people that have a desire to help their community would continue to look at ways that boards and commissions and different efforts that they can make that can make their community better, and we need them to do that. So thank you to all of the candidates, not just those who were elected. Congratulations to my colleagues that were elected. I have to tell you, I think that we have a great team. I've served on this council. This is the start of my 4th term, which I'm very grateful. The residents elected me again. But I will tell you, out of all the councils that I served on, and that would be quite a few different councils, this has to be by far the most productive. They get along great. I will tell you, they will fight with you when they feel you're wrong. They'll explain to you why they feel you're wrong. We don't always get along, but we always leave this building as friends and comrades trying to make this community a better place. That's important. You cannot do this job if you have a chip on your shoulder and you don't let go of certain things. When the vote's over with, we need to move on, and we need to continue to do our jobs for this community. And I appreciate that everybody up here has done that. And I think Mr. Diaz is going to be a great addition to this council. I'm looking forward to working with Mr. Diaz, and Mr. Benson was a great council member, and I'm glad to have said I served with him. So with that said, please help continue these families to help motivate these council members to drive forward the efforts that we've been making in this community to make this a better place for all of us to live. Now I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Douglas. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Oh, yes, I just want to thank the citizens of Commerce City. I appreciate you voting me back in to continue my serving on this council, and the citizens who are here tonight watch me swear in, and my family for coming and being here tonight. Very special to me, and I appreciate everybody making it down. And like I said, I have 3 other family members who couldn't make it, and I know they're listening, so I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Councilwoman Elliott?
Thank you, Mayor. First and foremost, I want to thank my family. Thank you for your support for the last 4 years. A special shout out to my daughter Daniela in Arkansas. I'm hoping that she's able to watch this online. But my 2 beautiful children out in the audience this evening, Ariel and Gianni, I want to thank them for just the support that they've given me, even if they didn't really understand what it is that I do up here. But, and to my mom and dad, my mom was probably one of my biggest cheerleaders while I was going through the campaign this last season. It was a difficult campaign, I'll not lie. We had a family tragedy. But I want to thank the citizens for believing in me and voting me back in on office. I'm truly a passionate person about my community, and it shows. And I'm just thankful to be up here with this council. I have been very fortunate to work with such a great group of dynamic people, and I look forward to continuing our relationship for the next 4 years. But again, thank you so much to the citizens and to all those who believed in me. Thank you.
Mr. McAdown.
I'd just like to welcome back my returning colleagues. I look forward to continuing the great things that we've been doing. Welcome back to Paolo. It'll be great to serve with you again in this new capacity. I wish Mr. Benson the best. We entered this where I entered just on the heels of Mr. Benson. I was appointed just after he was elected, so it's been 8.5 years of getting to work alongside of Mr. Benson, advocating for our community. I look forward to the time ahead with the council as we sit here today.
Mr. Bullock?
I'd like to echo what Mr. McAdowney said. It's great serving with everybody here. It's like the old gang is back, and we still have one of the old gang that's back again. Paulo was with us once before, and he's back again, and I know it'll be great serving with him and the rest of the council, and it was great serving with Mr. Benson. And we expect to see him around the community. Don't disappear and don't keep going to football games. We expect to see you quite a bit. Thank you.
Mr. Amador?
I'd like to echo what everyone else has said, but first and foremost, I see families and community members in the audience, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to be here every Monday and all the other commitments that are happening. So thank you for your support for everyone that is up here. Whether we understand it or not, the sacrifices and time that we're making up here makes a huge difference in moving this community forward. And I'm just so grateful that I have people who actually grew up in this community and really truly care and understand every street that is in Commerce City, working their way up through the ranks. And thank you, Mr. Benson, for your time and your years of service. Thank you.
Mr. Teeter?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank my family, especially my wife, Patty, my family, and my friends of Commerce City. This is actually a lot easier than my last profession. When I would leave the house, when I was on the fire service for 34 years, she didn't know where I was going, what I was going to get into, but this is a lot less stressful on her this time, I know, but it still takes a lady behind me to keep me moving forward. So I thank my wife and my family for all the support. My campaign, my daughter was my campaign lady, and my son was my manager, and plus I had that whole bunch of firemen behind me, so it was great. But then I want to thank the citizens of Commerce City believing in me again. I enjoy serving the people of Commerce City, and I will continue to do the best I can for the people of Commerce City. And I want to echo again what they said earlier. I think the last 4 years, this council came a long ways. We completed a lot of great projects, and these projects are going to be shown to all the residents of Commerce City. They're going to get benefit out of this when we get them all in place. And Jim, nice knowing you, Jim. Nice working with you, Jim. I know, I guess I'm going to take over being the old man up here now. So, you know, someone's got to be the oldest, so I guess I'll take that over. And I hope to do another job as well as you've done for us, Jim. And again, thank the people of Commerce City and staff. Thank you very much.
Councilwoman Carson?
Let me start by telling Mr. Benson goodbye. It has been quite a pleasure sitting beside you. You're a unique individual. Anybody who knows Mr. Benson knows I speak the truth there. I keep cinnamon candy in my drawer here, and Mr. Benson is like the 7-year-old child who is constantly tapping for more candy. So I sent him off with an entire bag of cinnamon candy. But thank you, Jim. I will miss you. And I've told you what, for 8 months now, you're going to miss me too. But thank you, as the mayor said, thanks to everybody that threw their hat in the ring to run for this job. And I do want to thank my fellow council members for wanting to continue to serve. And I thank the community for voting and supporting us. But Mr. Mayor, you speak constantly that you have a great council. Personally, I do think we're a good council. I think we work together very productively, and you are correct that the arguments do take place, but the respect stays. But I do want to thank you for your leadership role, because we cannot perform without somebody at the helm and giving us that leadership. So thank you very much. And on to big projects for us to do. So thank you. And thanks to the families, too, because as Mr. Teeter has and Mr. Amador have said, it's a lot of commitment. We have some young counselors on here with some young families, and that's very difficult on them. So to all of the families out there, thank you for letting us and in the community have that time because it is well served. There is a council member up here that I had to call and have a little conversation with of, well, your community also needs you. So, but thank you, everyone.
Mr. Paulo Diaz.
So it's great to be back up here. So first and foremost, Councilwoman Carson, I'm not really a cinnamon guy. I'm more of a Snickers miniatures. But Mr. Benson, I do like corn dogs as well, and so I'm really looking forward to the reception afterwards. In all seriousness, thank you for all the work that you've done over the last 8+ years over in Ward 4, and I hope to continue in your footsteps. Wow, 4 months ago, I would have never envisioned that I would be in this position. To be quite frank, this was the last thing on my mind about 4 months ago. So first and foremost, I really do want to thank God for the opportunity to sit up here in front of you and to serve. And I want to thank God for the people that He surrounded me with to put me into this position. I know I developed a lot of support out there, a lot of people in this room, a lot of people outside of this room. And so with that, I would not be up here without him and without you guys. So thank you for that. Michael Scanlon. Thank you, Michael Scanlon and Ellen Haug. It's always hard running against a friend. And so what a lot of people don't know is Michael and I have known each other for 4 years. And what a lot of people don't know is Michael and I exchanged a lot of text messages throughout the campaign, scheduled some time to meet. We've also, talked during election night, after the election, and he was actually the one who broke the news to me that I had won. So Michael, thank you so much. You pushed me to be better. It was definitely a tough race. You're right. I think either one of us would have been great in this position. And what people don't know as well is that we actually had lunch shortly after the election was finally over, and it was just kind of nice just chatting with him and really talking about what we both heard on the campaign trail. So thank you for that. Again, thank you to my family and friends. First and foremost, or lastly, and most importantly, I do want to thank my wife, Mindy, my daughter, Miley, and my son, Elijah. If you guys can kind of see them back there, they're kind of hiding. I think all of us up here are married. And so we all know how hard it is to leave our families and hit the campaign trail. Thankfully, they've all been great and very supportive. My wife was one who definitely strongly encouraged me, despite the fact that I did not feel like I was in the right headspace initially to do this. Miley, she's a budding politician, for those of you who don't know. All 8 years of her, she loves public speaking. I asked for permission, actually, before I decided to run, and her response was, "Yes, can I help you?" And she did. She walked door to door with me. She went to the lot draw. She went to the candidate forum, and she's as engaged in this process as I was, to be honest with you. So it's great to be sitting up here. I'm really looking forward to working with all these guys, being the newbie on here, and I know that this council has obviously achieved a lot. It doesn't take more than looking into my backyard or driving to King Soopers to see the progress that these guys have made. So hoping to continue the momentum that these guys have all built. And hopefully adding a little Paulo into it. So thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
So there's a few people I haven't thanked that I need to thank before I open the meeting. The staff has done a tremendous job. We couldn't do what we're doing at the level that we're doing it without having the staff that we have. From top to bottom, the guy that's out there patching potholes, to the city manager. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your effort. And thank you to my wife and my family as well, because I didn't want to leave here and be the only one that didn't thank their family. That's the pleasure of being the mayor. I can go first and last. So thank you to my family. After as many years as I've done this, it does take a toll on your family. They know you're not going to be home on Monday nights. They know you're going to miss football games, baseball games. And I started when my kids were pretty young. They're all adults now and having children of their own, as you could see. So I don't think that many of them have known a life with their father without being in some form of elected office. So I appreciate them standing by and being supportive as well. So with that said, I'm going to call the meeting to order. First item of business on the first meeting for Mr. Paulo Diaz is we have, the one thing that I get to do by charter is appoint a mayor pro tem. And roll call. Thank you. See that? I'm already screwing up. My first day as mayor, I've screwed it up. Roll call, please.
Thank you. Mayor Ford,
Here.
Councilman Amador,
Present.
Councilman Teeter,
Here.
Councilman Carson,
Present.
Councilman Diaz,
Here.
Councilman Bullock,
Here.
Councilman McEldowney, Councilman Elliott,
Present.
Councilman Douglas.
Present.
Mr. Mayor, you do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. And as I was saying, the one thing the charter does allow me to do is choose a mayor pro tem. And, you know, I'm going to stick with the process that I've always followed. Every time I was elected mayor, or every midterm election when I had to choose another mayor pro tem, I've always stuck with the philosophy of having the senior council member be the mayor pro tem. And not for any rhyme or reason, because I could tell you right now, every single person sitting at this dais could be a very, very good mayor pro tem. This is the best team I've seen in all the years of office that I've served. So every single one of you could very easily be the mayor pro tem. But to make it easy for me and to not have to make tough decisions and to utilize the best resource I have for the longest seated council member, I will be choosing Mayor Pro Tem Bullock to continue to serve as your Mayor Pro Tem. Okay, the one thing I need to tell all of you about is that the Boards and Commissions Committee's appointment discussion was scheduled to be tonight. We moved that intentionally because of having all of our friends and family here and not to take a whole lot of time arguing about who's going to be on what. You do have the list in front of you. Please take that home. Please look at it. We need to make sure we fill all of the boards and commissions appointments that Mr. Benson was on. So you need to take a hard look. Please make sure that you consider the amount of time and effort that it takes to serve on these boards when you sign up for them. And then at our December 21st meeting, we will go ahead and appoint those boards and commissions. But tonight's the night you get the list. Go home, study it. Other than that, I want to thank everybody that came out tonight to represent the whole council or select members and the families that showed up, and the folks at home. I want you all to please join us out in the front atrium for some heavy hors d'oeuvres, and we will visit. The council members and myself that were newly elected need to sign our documents before we go out and join you. But thank you all for being here, and God bless you, and we'll show you what we're capable of. Meeting adjourned.